Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to friends, colleagues, partner organizations, patients, and patient communities from across the globe. It is a pleasure and honor to address you as the chair of the International Alliance of Patient Organizations today on the occasion of the 9th Global Patient Congress. I am Dr. Ratna Devi, and my welcome and opening address in these unprecedented times begins with a prayer for all those who are working to help us, patients, keep safe, our doctors, healthcare professionals, and health workers. I also pray for all the people who are struggling with COVID 19 and wish them a safe recovery. Our biannual Congress was meant to be a face to face meeting in Scotland, but as with all other events this year, the pandemic has forced us to change strategies and bring you a virtual Congress. We have, however, retained our enthusiasm and zeal to bring some very exciting sessions and panels and encourage everyone to attend all the sessions for a rich learning experience. The Congress has been co-created with patients from across various continents and countries, and you will find speakers, poster presentations, panelists, and case studies from our member organizations and patient advocates, contributing to the rich experience and expertise that patients bring to the global health community. We welcome you to join us in this journey of supporting each other to overcome a health crisis that none of us have ever seen or experienced. It is only through national unity and global solidarity that we can overcome the current challenge of the pandemic. The Congress is for 2 days, today and tomorrow. Today will be focused on topics selected by members and committee, and tomorrow is dedicated to the World Patient Safety Day. The pandemic has caused irreparable loss to many nations, communities, and families. Sadly, IAPO too lost a great warrior, our board member Carol Osai, our passionate, tireless advocate for the sickle cell community and patients in general. Early on in the pandemic in April this year, as IAPO, we wish to honor her by instituting a Carol Osai talk in her memory that will address the great need to focus on rare diseases and to safeguard patients and patient families during pandemics and other health emergencies. IAPO celebrates its 21st year this year in 2020. We started as a small organization of passionate patient advocates in 1999 as a Dutch stitching organization. We have since then re-registered as a UK charity and grown in strengths in terms of representation from various countries and geographies, as well as membership base. I would like to take you through a small collage that will show you how we have progressed from the various congresses so far. We started our first Global Patient Congress in Feb 2005 in London, and we started with a simple theme: trust us, we are patients. We had the second Congress in the very next year with the theme Together We Can in Feb 2006 in Barcelona, Spain. We followed that with our third Global Patient Congress with the theme Making Patient-Centered Healthcare a Reality for Patients Worldwide in the year 2008 in Budapest, Hungary. Our fourth Global Patient Congress had the theme Strengthening Healthcare Systems Globally, the Value of Patient Engagement in the year 2010 in Istanbul, Turkey. Our fifth Global Patient Congress had the theme Achieving Patient-Centered Healthcare Indicators of Progress and Success in the year 2012 in London, UK. Our sixth Global Patient Congress had the theme Better Access, Better Health, a patient-centered approach to universal healthcare in 2014. This was in Berkshire, UK. Our seventh Global Patient Congress had the theme Innovation, Improving Sustainable Access, Boosting Your Reach and Impact. This was in the year 2016 in London, UK. We followed it up with our last Congress in Miami, Florida, which was our eighth Global Patient Congress with the theme Globally Empowered Patients, Building the Momentum. And we are here today with our 9th Global Patient Congress in the year 2020 with the theme Co-Creation in Innovative Healthcare during COVID-19. As you can see, we have traversed 2 decades of patient advocacy and grown into a robust, cross-sectoral, and a representative organization investing in making patient-centered healthcare a reality. I welcome you again and look forward to 2 great days of sharing and learning. To make this Congress a success, we've had our members, industry partners, our collaborating partners, and several individuals working day and night, first for the event in April and then the virtual one for many months. I would like to thank every one of them for the contributions and express my deepest gratitude for their support. I would also like to thank WHO, especially the Patient Safety Flagship team, for helping us shape the Day 2 program and agenda and for agreeing to speak in various sessions. Before I hand over to my colleague, Dr. Neda, I have an announcement to make. In recognizing the efforts of our members in addressing the COVID-19 pandemic, IAPO has set up a small COVID-19 response grant scheme for our members from low and middle income countries. Early last month, we invited our members to apply for this grant and give a short statement in support of the application as to why they need the grant and how they would use it to further strengthen the response in their country. The committee has picked out the best applications and would now like the delegates at this Congress to select the most deserving projects by casting their vote on the COVID-19 Response Activity Grant poll. Voting for the poll will close on 17 September 2020 at 1600 British Standard Time. The results will be announced at the closing ceremony. I now hand over the floor to my dear friend and board member, Dr. Neda Mileska-Kostova, the Vice Chair of IAPO, to talk about IAPO's vision and strategy. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Ratna, for the nice words and for really putting up the emphasis on our journey. Dear participants, distinguished speakers, honored guests, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Neda Milevska-Kostova, Vice Chair of IAPO Board, and I would like to also greet you from wherever you are across the globe. We would have wished to have you, let me share my screen. We would have wished to also welcome you face to face, but this technology enabled us to join today together, and it is a really great privilege to have you all, but at the same time to realize that actually the globe is even much smaller than we all thought. And the current pandemic has revealed that many of our health systems have actually not known their patients all that well to provide them with accurate, timely, and appropriate information, support, and care. And the numerous ongoing patient consultations and patient outcome research initiatives have shown us and keep showing us that we are still lacking the critical patient involvement and engagement in that we all need to co-create the patient-centric healthcare, whereby the patient is not only a mere user of what is being offered, but rather a true contributor with their valuable experiences, tacit knowledge, and preferences so that they're enabled to benefit from the accessible, affordable, quality, and first and foremost, safe healthcare. It is still our reality that patient engagement in the research agenda at higher levels is weak. We are mostly represented as subjects, sometimes inside providers, very rarely as advisors to these processes. We would like to see more expert patients engaged to initiate, shape, and collaborate in the vast number of current and future experimental, observational, clinical, and therapeutical research initiatives. And to this end, and in the light of what Dr. Ratna has mentioned, IAPO has been trying to contribute to achieving this vision by committing to set up an infrastructure and a process whereby the patients will start integrating their to integrate together with their national and regional research and academic communities so that they can provide a better patient perspective to the health system policy and decision makers. And our current strategy, 2019-2021, developed with and for our members, is actually providing us a clear direction on this way. So let me share a few of the exciting partnerships towards achieving the vision that we have for the new roles and partnerships of IAPO. In February 2020, our governing board reinforced IAPO's new role in creating multi-sectoral partnerships in research. The creation of our scientific advisory board is just the first step in the journey. As you can see on the screen, our scientific advisory board represents a diversity in many aspects, just like the global patient community. So they're coming from different sectors, they bring different levels and types of expertise, and they have different interest areas or represent different geographic regions. On behalf of our board, I would really sincerely like to thank the founding members that you can see on the screen for accepting to lend their expertise and experience to IAPO and to patients. We are very much looking forward to joining forces in creating a better and higher quality healthcare for all, while leaving no one behind. Another initiative is that, we have is, we have realized that expert patients are needed more than ever with the current pandemic, and in the cases of other emergencies as well. So at IAPO, we are developing a strategy with our partners to recruit and train expert patients and equip them with a new skill set so that they are able to engage in research planning and implementation and competently add value to it. And finally, we have also launched the partnerships for acknowledging achievements of different contributors to the better health and the well-being of our patients. So the achievements of women in science, for example, of expert patients and of patient champions. And by doing that, we hope to promote, inspire, and encourage more achievements for better health and well-being of everyone in every place. And this Congress is yet another of those partnerships where we try to bring together our global membership and a high-level health professionals and stakeholders to discuss and arrive at joint commitments for healthcare that is designed, organized, and practiced with the patients at the center. I would like to pass the floor now to my dear colleague and a friend, Ms. Karen Alpache Villanueva, who, beside being a board secretary, is also a chair of this Congress committee and has done an excellent job in putting up the program, the sessions, bringing us all together, and offering us really exceptional journey across these 2 days. So please, Karen, share with us more details. Thank you.
Thank you, Madam Chair, Dr. Ratna, and Madam Vice Chair, Dr. Neda. Thank you so much for the kind words. So good afternoon and good evening and good morning to everyone. I have the distinct pleasure of welcoming you to our 9th Global Patient Congress. So, as chair of this 9th Global Congress, this is a very crucial time because the world is facing a devastating world crisis. The call for national unity and global solidarity is an appropriate one, and one that is set against the backdrop of both hope and collective effort to overcome. We are setting the stage for this historic 2-day meeting. The International Alliance of Patients Organizations stands with the global community in its fight against COVID-19. It is also worthy to note that we are at IAPO are celebrating our coming of age, 21 years of helping shape the global healthcare policy agenda and advocating that patients be at the center of healthcare assistance. IAPO's unique mission and our worldwide footprint puts us at a distinct advantage as a member of civil society, serving as a global voice of patients. Our Congress theme of co-creation for innovative healthcare is a call to confront the new normal with approaches and new ways of working together, and gives us the opportunity to share our patient experiences and perspectives, and opens a door for us to join the whole of government and whole of society effort to control the pandemic and rebuild our systems as a whole of patient community. Our second day coincides with the observance of the Second World Patient Safety Day. It also kicks off the WHO Decade of Patient Safety. We will bring home the theme of the day that the COVID-19 pandemic has proven that without healthcare safety, there is no patient safety. I am pleased to share with you that our attendance to this year's GPC is likewise unprecedented. We have 1,088 delegates from 69 countries, representing all the regions of the world. We have 338 patient groups, of which 83 are IAPO members. We have 64 speakers from 28 countries, 23 booths from 22 organizations. And we have poster presentations in our unique Patient Shouting Cafe, serving as a concluding activity to give voice to the patients. Let me thank our speakers in advance for sharing their precious time with us, and our partners for making the GPC 2020 possible. Special thanks to the IAPO Board and Secretariat for tirelessly working to deliver GPC 2020. And of course, all of you, fellow patient advocates, IAPO members, members of the academe industry, and government stakeholders for joining. The GPC is an opportunity for us to co-create safe, innovative, robust, and resilient health systems, future-proofed for future healthcare challenges. For indeed, many times over, it has been proven that health is an investment and not a cost. Health is a prerequisite and not a reward for development. And health is a pathway for security, peace, and prosperity. The GPC 2020 is very special for us. So thank you for joining us and being part of this milestone IAPO event. I now declare the 9th Global Patient Congress officially open. Over to you, Dr. Ratna.
Thank you, Karen. And let us all join in and watch the sessions and participate for the next 2 days. Thank you, everyone.